Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews, and this is going to be my review for Basketball Wives season whatever, episode whatever. Please excuse the fact that my hair is officially not done. I have been stimulated, so I'm waiting for some new bundles to arrive. Oh, shot daddy bitch, she be. I'm sorry, I got happy in my spirit, man. Just you listen. You don't know what he's done for me. Hallelujah. So let's jump. I have no makeup on my face. I started watching this last night. The melatonin kicked in and I fell asleep on it. So I finished it this morning. I'm eating breakfast. So at the end, you might hear some chewing. Ignore that. But yes, let's get into the foolishness, shall we? Yes, let's. And we're gonna pause it right here because I rewound this back to the beginning so I can watch this again because y'all know I ain't been watching the show, so I'm just coming into it new this season. So, one, your feet has nothing to do with the color of your skin. You having bad style has nothing to do with the color of your skin. You being called ugly not necessarily has anything to do with the color of your skin. I'm still waiting for the colorism portion to start. Daughter, what you've described is people who don't like you. So they're picking out personal features of yours and harping on reading you for them. Your feet being in shoes a size and a half too big and your toes still clutching the top of your shoe ain't got shit to do with your skin, daughter. So everybody on the OG trade, explain to me why it is okay for OG to act nasty with everybody else, but as soon as somebody give her what she is giving them, then all of a sudden they're a colorist and they're a racist. Help me understand, because it's looking real hypocritical up in this piece right now. Now, calling the girl a monkey or a gorilla, I understand the racial insensitivity with those remarks. But everything else, no ma'am. And this girl said, when she said, one monkey don't stop no show, she wasn't even talking about you. She was talking about her personal shit. Ain't got shit to do with you. So now what? Girl, right now too. And like this heifer said, and I quote, when a black parent goes to their kid and say, get your black ass up, that's colorism. No, it's not. Black is an adjective. It's a descriptive word. Their ass is black. Get your black ass up. The fuck is she even talking about? The fuck is she even talking about? That's not how colorism works. That's not how this works. Oh, Jesus Christ from Nazarene. No. A certain way out of intimidation or acting a certain way out of fear. Just be yourself. You realize that's making me a little bit hard when you're saying that they're colorists and they don't know what it is that they did. This group. Okay. Everybody included. Me? Everybody included. Will include everybody. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now I'm a colorist too? This is colorism. If a mother says to their child, wake your black ass up. That's personal. She said that there is a colorism issue with everyone in the group. That is not a general statement. That is personal. That's personal to everyone who is in the group. So if you expect someone not to take offense to you making a statement and including everyone in the group in your statement, that means them, then you're talking about them. It's not a general statement. That's not how language works. Maybe it's a language barrier because she's from Africa. Maybe that's what it is. Cause ain't no okay. And then the little girls was like, "Is everything okay? Are you guys okay?" And she's like, "They're inquisitive." All right, bro. Cause I don't care nothing about what they talk about on Black News. I know with a police interaction. The white guy had a gun out on him. All right, so here's what happened. Brace yourselves, children, because it's a lot. So they sit there, try to conversate and have a conversation, which I'm sure was prompted by producers because y'all are on a fucking show. So, they said to OG and Jackie, "Are you okay? What's going on?" And she's like, and OG's response was, "They're inquisitive." And Nia and Noria looked at each other like, "Wait, what?" And Jackie started to say, "Well, apparently I'm a colorist." And they're like, "What? What happened?" Because that statement seemed odd. And so OG is like, "I don't have to tell you none of my business." And Nia and Noria was like, "Wait, what?" So, but you and Noria said, "Well, that's weird because any and every time that you ask me a question about Phoebe and my association Phoebe and what's going on with that, I answer without an issue. So why can't I ask you a question without it being an issue?" And then but OG went left, talk about, "I'm finished with this conversation or you'll be finished," and threatened the little girl. And then the little girl was like, "Well, finish me then, bitch. If that's how you feeling about it, finish me then." And so they get into this big argument, and it comes out that apparently OG tried to get this baby girl on the reunion as tea on Phoebe and her baby daddy, and OG is screaming over top of her like that's gonna make anything of what she's not said the truth. Because that's normally what happens when people get caught in a lie. They try and overtalk you. Now, OG is standing over the little girl, screaming in her face. And Jackie is like looking like, what the fuck is going on here? And her sister Nia looking like, "Bitch, you cute standing over her yelling. But if you move, I move. And she gonna hit you low and I'm gonna hit you high. And we gonna duck that ass right here on national TV." And then her Jennifer is like, "I'm too bougie for this. I don't understand what's happening." Meanwhile, Malaysia and Kristen are in the car. They get ready to go, and they hear all each other screaming. So they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" So Malaysia tipped back in and she talked to Jackie. And Jackie tried to explain that OG done popped off at the little girls, and now they got an attitude, and there was previous history before they even came in the house, and it's all type of rigmarole. And Jesus, it's a bit much. It is a bit much. So Jackie and the girls go over to Evelyn's house, and they talk about the issue with OG and what she said and her nasty attitude. And at this point, Shani is like, "That's okay. That's it. I'm tapping out. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with that negativity. I don't want to deal with her attitude. I don't want to deal with any of it. So at this point, I'm going home. I'm done. I'd rather be home with my kids. I can't have my peace disturbed. We in the middle of a whole personal pan pizza, and nobody has time for this bullshit. So y'all can call me. Just don't call me with this bullshit. I'm done. I'm out. That's it. I'm done." And so Evelyn says, "Yeah, I'm going to go home too." So the two people who actually have an issue with OG, not going to address the issue with OG. So that's the thing that's happening. And like, Shawnee's like, and Jackie's like, "What are we doing with the house situation? Are we going to stay for the duration? Or are you leaving in the morning? What are you doing?" And Shawnee's like, "No, I'm out now. Peace out. Pal." Oh, okay. Wow. So Jackie gets back to the house and she talks to OG, and she's trying to get OG to say that it's not necessarily racism in the group. Now, that's not what I would have done. I would have just straight up asked her, "Are you willing to have an open, honest conversation? Sit down with everyone and hear them out. Don't judge, don't jump, don't do any of that. Just sit down and have an open, honest conversation." And if she was agreeable to that, then great. If not, then at that point, I would leave it alone. Because if she's not willing to have open, honest conversations with people about the situation, then just leave it alone. So OG is completely unwilling to talk. Okay. She's unwilling to talk about this. She's unwilling to have any kind of conversation with anybody about anything. So this is a whole moot point. So everybody can go home at this juncture, because I thought the whole purpose of this whole get together was for them to fix this whole situation. But clearly OG is not willing to have open, honest conversation with anybody about anything. She doesn't have any open window to see where she may or may not have been wrong about the situation. So now Jackie and her feelings are getting mad. Now she about to fall out with OG. I'm waiting on it. Here we go. I'm not just wondering how we. So Jackie is steady trying to browbeat OG into coming to some type of middle ground with this whole situation. It's not going to happen. She is rooted and grounded in this colorism in the group and blah blah blue blue, and she apparently she is not willing to come to any sort of meeting of the minds, any sort of compromise or anything. She's not willing to meet them halfway, to at least hear them out and hear what they have to say. None of that. Now Jackie's saying that maybe it's not colorism. To her it is, and you can't force anybody to make anybody feel the way that you want them to feel about their hurt. If she feel like they're hurt, then that's fine. My thing is, Evelyn and Shawnee, if they really wanted to fix it, then they should have brought their raggedy asses over to Jackie's house and made the effort to come over to the house and say, OG, we really want to sit down and talk to you. We don't feel like it was colorism. Let us know what it is that we did to you that made you feel like it was colorism, and then have that conversation. Then at that point, this was where apologies and walls can come down. But OG and Shawnee done got on the fucking plane and left. So fuck it. I guess it just don't get fixed. My thing is that all the concessions cannot be made by the hurt party. Now, I'm not the biggest OG fan by any stretch of the imagination. I feel like her attitude is really nasty, and she a piece of work. On top of all of this bullshit, she a piece of work. And the slice that she has stated besides the monkey emoji, I don't see the colorism. Talking about your feet is not colorism. Talking about your styling and how you're dressed is not colorism. Saying that you're not attractive, it's not colorism. Them equating you, calling you Godzilla when you got super aggressive with them, if you feel like that was colorist, I'll give you that one. Her saying one monkey don't stop no show, even though she said it had nothing to do with you, baby, I might even hand you that one. From Malaysia, from Evelyn, absolutely. Her putting gorilla emojis and stuff, I will give you that as color. That was colorist. But the rest of the stuff, not so much. So there is movement on both y'all parts where y'all could have came to an agreement. But y'all all some stubborn bitches who spoiled and used to having your own way. So shit ain't gonna happen. And that's the end of the episode. We'll get into my final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts. This was a hot mess of an episode. I am now convinced that OG doesn't know the definition of colorism more than anyone else does. Daughter, people talking about your feet is not colorism. People talking about how you dress is not colorism. Colorism is related to your skin and your skin tone. It's her talking about you having side boob. That ain't it, daughter. It just not. Jackie, you wanting OG to make all the concessions in this meeting, absolutely wrong. Absolutely no. Shawnee and Evelyn leaving before this issue was resolved, you some bitch asses, and you shouldn't have left. If y'all was really about it like y'all always like to talk about and be about and all that good shit, you'd have took your raggedy asses over there before this. I understand Evelyn not going over there because there's an active lawsuit and stuff in progress. So that's the only reason why she gets a pass. But Shawnee, if you are the leader of this group and you don't feel like you physically or said anything to this girl, then it shouldn't have been nothing for you to go over there and talk to her. Not a damn thing. Now, you could at least made the effort. This would have just showed what a nutball she was if you took your ass over, genuinely took your ass over there and was genuine like Malaysia was to say, I honestly just want to know what it is that I did. I don't want you to feel this way. I like you. I want you to be in the group, blase bloom, blue to blue. But you didn't. So, I don't know. I don't know how you motherfuckers ever expected to listen. I don't know. And at this point, I don't care because y'all not going to stress me the fuck out. This has been my review and recap of the shit show that is BBW. Like, comment, subscribe. Please Sirs and ma'ams, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a kin. And I will catch you in the next one. Don't look at my edges, child. They are wrecked. I need to wash my hair.